What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. William across the river in Brooklyn, first one in the room. Good to see you, William. And Charlinks Morris, welcome. Good to see you, Travis Weeks, and the ABX girl, welcome. Good to see you, Jack Spencer and RJ out there in Colorado. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries in Niagara Falls, and Sebastian Echkavera down there in Florida, welcome. Good to see you, Robert T. and Susan Berry, welcome. Good to see you, Lisa UK Girl and Darlene, welcome. Darlene, thank you so much for the membership to Cool Guys channel. Thank you so much. Darlene was gifting memberships to Cool Guys channel. Cool Guy Vlogs. But good to see everyone. Darlene's been a member of Dutch Miles Plus for the last 18 months. Thank you so much to Darlene and all the channel members for being one of us. One of us. Gooba gaba, gooba gaba. One of us. One of us. Shout out to all the channel members and thank you so much, Darlene. Good to see you, Eric Floyd. Welcome. Let's wait for 50 likes in the box. We're going to walk over Brooklyn Bridge. 36 people watching, only 14 likes. So I am not going to move until we keep the 2/3 ratio down to a minimum. Good to see you, Light of Wisdom. Welcome. I'm doing great. Had an okay tour this morning. And and Darlene W. gifting 5 memberships of Dutch Miles Plus. Darlene, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships of Dutch Miles Plus to the viewers. Who are the winners? The winners are Charlinks Morris, RJ, CB Earth Day, Figments, and C. Denny. Ladies and gentlemen, thank Darlene for those 5 gifted memberships of Dutch Miles Plus. Thank you so much, Darlene, for having faith in me as a content creator to gift 5 memberships of Dutch Miles Plus. And to all the new members, welcome to the family. And now you can say you are one of us, more of us. Gooba gaba, one of us, more of us. Thank you so much there, Darlene. Thank you so much for gifting those 5 memberships of Dutch Miles Plus. Good to see you there, John the Beagle Dad. Welcome. Darlene's the best. Darlene's so kind. Darlene's very kind. But thank Darlene. If you want to be able to be gifted channel memberships, you have to opt into it. So go, if you're on a home computer, it's the only way I know how to opt into the program. You got to go into your channel, YouTube Studio, and go into your channel. Even though you may not produce any content, if you only watch, go into your YouTube Studio on a desktop computer, and you got to opt into receiving channel memberships. So, but thank you so much, Darlene. Darlene is awesome. You like the graphics there, Darlene? Me too. 50 people watching and only 25 likes. Let's get to at least 50 likes and we'll start walking around. We're going to do 11,000 steps today. We're going to go from downtown Brooklyn to, from downtown Manhattan to downtown Brooklyn via the Brooklyn Bridge. I got to pick up something from the Target over at Atlantic Terminal. So that's where we're going to end the live stream today. So make sure, like Darlene says, make sure you hit that like button. It helps me. And then boom, 2 people tuned out immediately. He's not walking. I'm here for the walking. Shout out to everybody. Good to see everybody, people. We got a great little walk ahead of us today. We got Halloween decorations we're going to see in Brooklyn Heights. So we'll see some Halloween decorations. And we'll no doubt see lots of dumb tourists on the Brooklyn Bridge. So let's see how dumb they are today. But good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Welcome. Here in front of City Hall. New York City Hall, one of the oldest, well, it is the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. The building was completed in 1811, opened up for business in 1812. To give you an idea of how small the city was back in 1812, this city extended just about 5 blocks north of Chambers Street from here. So if you took a 10-minute walk north, you would have been surrounded by farms. But you're working while you watch. Charlinks, thank you so much for working while you watch. I appreciate that. Don't work too hard, Char. Char, let me entertain you, Char. Let me entertain you. Pedro Diaz, good to see you, Pedro. And Jeanette Schrader out there in Glasgow, good to see you there. Jeanette Trainer, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. We're going to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge from downtown Manhattan to downtown Brooklyn today. But first, we got to get 50 likes. So let's get 50 likes before we activate the legs. We're going to do, like I said, 11,000 steps today. So around yesterday we did a crazy amount of steps. Yesterday we did, what was it again? Almost 14,000 steps yesterday on the live stream. We did like 13,500 something steps yesterday. So we got our steps in yesterday. That's why I'm so tired, I guess, today. But good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 61 people watching and 31 likes. Keep on hitting that like button so we can get to 50 likes. And we'll start walking around. And I'll tell you a couple of stories about Brooklyn Bridge. We'll take our time. I'm tired. I didn't have a coffee this morning. They messed up my coffee order this morning, and for God knows what reason, they gave me a coffee with milk, sugar, and for some reason caramel. I had caramel in the coffee, and I do not like caramel in my coffee. And plus, the Dunkin' Donuts was too crowded, so I didn't get myself another coffee. I didn't make them remake it for me. So I ended up just drinking a little bit of it, throwing the rest out. But hey, I used the Dunkin' apps. I used the Dunkin' points, the Dunkin' rewards, and they gave me 500 points for a free coffee, or I guess a reimbursement coffee later on, either today or tomorrow. I'm probably gonna use it today after the tour, after the live stream. ABX Girl, total sugar crash. I'm totally crashing off the sugar. It was disgusting. I was drinking the coffee through the ice. I was like trying to sip it through the ice to kind of dilute it, but it was absolutely disgusting. It was like just liquid diabetes in a cup. It wasn't very pleasant. So maybe that's why I'm also tired. But I am tired, ladies and gentlemen. So if I sound tired, it's because I am tired. 34 likes in the box. Oh, and there go the bells of City Hall. Okay. I thought it was going to bring more than that, but I forgot. It's only 2 o'clock. Good to see you, Susan Ingalls. Welcome. Good to see you, Susan. I mean, for the tour today, I had 16 people on the tour, and I had a lot of energy for the tour because I was high off that sugar. But man, I crashed off that sugar right now. I am tired. I ate lunch. I had a beef patty, nothing too crazy. I'm not too hungry. But bloody hell, I am like tired, man. I am really tired. Yeah, sugar and caramel is just too much. I think they might have like got my coffee wrong. There was 2 stickers on my coffee. There was like one sticker that had the caramel order on it, and then the other sticker was my order. So I think they messed up the order by putting 2 stickers on it. But it was so sickly sweet, and I like sweet stuff, but yeah, the damn Dunkin' staff, right? Unbelievable. But good to see you, Jay Chulo. Good to see you, Jay Chulo. Welcome, NPD. Welcome. Thanks for hitting that like button. Yes, Susan Bloch. Good to see you, Susan Berry. Welcome. Smash that like button. That's right, people. Let's get to 50 likes. 62 people watching and 37 likes in the box. Let's get to 50. Once we get to 50, we'll walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. And like I said, we got some Halloween decorations to see in Brooklyn Heights. There's a house all decked done up for Halloween already in Brooklyn Heights. So we'll do a little traverse around Brooklyn Heights, and then we'll ultimately end up at the Atlantic Terminal. Shout out to Forest City Ratner. Good to see you, Julie BOG. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well on this Wednesday. Good to see everybody. Hump Day, as the kids call it. And, yeah. I'm tired. I need a nap. Good to see you there, Cliff Padilla. Welcome. Did I get to see the mayor arrive after his pretrial hearing? No, we did not. I did not get to see the mayor arrive. He got out of court about like an hour and a half ago, and the next time he has to go to court is the 1st of November. Yeah, it's all messed up. You're using the Brooklyn Bridge story for one of your really, Julie? Julie, I'm very humbled by that. Thank you so much, Julie. Julie, I mean, the Brooklyn Bridge is probably one of the greatest stories not really told very often. So I appreciate that. Oh, I hope you get an A+ or you pass your course or whatever it is that you're doing. But I only wish you the best of luck and all the prosperity in the world there, Julie. That's an awesome thing. Wow. That is awesome. I'm humbled by that. Thank you so much. Julie, that really makes me feel good. That really makes me feel good inside. So thank you, Julie. I hope you ace that course. Oh, that's awesome. Good to see you there, Farah. Good luck, Farah. Yes, good luck studying there and watching the stream. Awesome. Lisa asked, I didn't have time for a lunch break or coffee this afternoon. Oh, you didn't have a lunch break or coffee this afternoon at work. Oh, I feel, yeah, Lisa, I feel you, Lisa. Yeah. I think I had a lot of sugar this morning and I crashed off the sugar in the last like 90 minutes. So if you can, grab a coffee now. Grab a coffee now. But Julie, right? Great story, right? It does need to be shared more often. It really does. I'm surprised they haven't made a movie about the Brooklyn Bridge, you know? I'm surprised they haven't made a movie about it. Like a real proper movie. There's like a trailer for a movie here on YouTube, but the movie looks really dumb and I don't know. I think it's like a concept movie. I don't know. But I mean, I think we need a proper movie, a proper telling of the Brooklyn Bridge. The only proper telling of the story of the Brooklyn Bridge is, of course, Rick Burns' documentary on the Brooklyn Bridge from 1981. So, which if you haven't seen that, guys, please check that out. But good to see you, Figments. Welcome. 2 more likes, and we'll start walking over the bridge. 74 people watching and only 48 likes. Let's keep the 2/3 ratio down to a minimum. And we'll walk over the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'll tell you a story about it. I'll show you a few things. Hit the like button for Dutch. That's right, PD. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for me. One more, and you could activate my legs. I'm going to do 11,000 steps for you guys today. 11,000 steps. And the energy compared to yesterday, the energy here in New York City today, the energy on Manhattan Island today compared to yesterday is a lot. It's much improved. It's much, much more improved. So, we hit it. We hit 50 likes. So let's get walking. That's what you guys really want to watch. You guys want the walking. All right, let me adjust my pants. Good to see you, Phyllis, 2284. Welcome. We begin here at New York City Hall, right here. New York City Hall, where all the drama is happening, right? The drama llama resides here at New York City Hall. Can we get to 100 likes? Wow, 50 people just immediately tune in. Can we get to 100 likes? Let's hit 100 likes. I'm going to take you guys over the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's start out here. City Hall Park. Of course, City Hall Park used to be, during the British era, the Commons. It's now Shitty Hall. There you go. No, cruising for a blues and good to see you. It will never be called Shitty Hall. It will never be called Shitty Hall. It's just the people who occupy it may be shitty. City Hall always stands proud. City Hall always stands proud. It's the people that occupy it may not be the best. Listen, City Hall, if we're lucky, City Hall will outlive all of us. So it has outlived many, many generations of people. All right, yes, it's the people, not the place, exactly. It's the people, not the place. Anyway. Oh, Lord have mercy today. Lord have mercy today. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Had a pretty cool tour today. Had 16 people rolling with me today, and I want to thank Switzerland, Ohio, and most importantly, Long Island. Had a mom and daughter from Long Island. They tipped me very generously because they're from Long Island. They know how to tip. So I want to thank everyone who tipped me on the tour today. Earlier this year, Mayor Adams was making a speech, and a rat ran around. Yeah. Oh, did it? I forgot about that. K Pepper L. Good to see you, K Pepper L. Let's see. Do we have any important people coming out of City Hall at the moment? Let's see. Yeah, Ohio was okay. I mean, it was just $5 for 4 people. A party of 4. But it was better than nothing. It was better than nothing. It was better than nothing. Is it being reported that the Adams and staff use the office? Yeah, they use the office in the Verizon building. Yeah, I read about that. Yeah, they have offices. They have offices in there. Yeah, I know. You got to represent, right, Darlene? What the hell? Good to see you there, Lee. Welcome.
What's on the other people?
That bridge is going to be crowded. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome. All right, we got to head over a very crowded Brooklyn Bridge. Let's see how it is. So before anyone asks where all the people are at, they're on the goddamn Brooklyn Bridge, all right? So a lot of tour groups out. It was fun seeing my fellow tour guide working for another company today, tour guide Carla. So tour guide Carla out in the field, and it was fun seeing her do the Brooklyn Bridge tour on her own. Is that, bloody hell, is that the replacement? No, ABX girl, the replacement for 7 World Trade Center, the Emergency Management Center, is actually going to be over in Brooklyn. It's just right by the entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge on the Brooklyn side. I will point it out to you, ABX girl. But yeah, the replacement OEM is over in Brooklyn. I think they wanted to use the Verizon building, but for some reason it was deemed like too much of a risk or something like that. You know, I don't recommend putting an emergency management office like up in a skyscraper. We all saw what happened 23 years ago on September 11th. Wow, the bridge is packed, guys. Let's see how many vendors are on the bridge too. Let's see how many vendors are on the bridge. Okay, let's see who's gonna get hit by a car. Don Tito Raul with Mother Jessica. Happy birthday to Mama Jessica out there in Houston, Texas. Good to see y'all. Happy birthday there. Jessica's my mom's name. So my mom's birthday will be in December. But on to the Brooklyn Bridge we go. On to the 140. I'm gonna walk really slow because I'm tired. I didn't have enough caffeine today. I'm gonna get caffeine when I get back to Coney Island, and then me and the Duchess will sleep the sleep of ages. The sun trying to come out all morning, so kind of overcast, kind of cloudy. It's not gonna rain. I'm waiting for somebody to say, it's gonna rain. There's clouds in the sky. It's gonna rain. No, it's not gonna rain. No chance for rain until next Monday. No chance for rain until next Monday. I almost am not used to, yeah, no water guy. I think our $1 water guy, Neil, is up in, from what I saw, I saw an article, which I think features Mr. Rahman. And he's up by, what's it called? Lincoln Center. So I'm gonna go look for him sometime very soon, maybe even next week. I'll go look for our $1 water guy. I kind of miss him. I do miss him. He's a really beautiful human being. And I hope he's doing well. Good to see you, Michelle King. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Making our way up onto the 141-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Let's see how crowded it gets up here on the bridge. The beautiful Brooklyn Bridge. See how also the signal is up there. Signal as of late has been a little weird up there on the bridge, especially near the expansion joint. Good to see you, Natasha. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's doing great on this Wednesday. Doing good, Michelle. That's a beautiful thing. Happy to hear that. I'm so not used to walking right where I'm walking right now. I mean, in the 90s, I could always walk here, but then as the vendors occupied this space, we were not able to walk here for a very long time, so it's nice to be able to walk right here. Reza Jafari, welcome. Hope you're doing well. On this Wednesday, the 2nd of October. Gotta take it easy today, especially right now on Brooklyn Bridge. The 141-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, it's really crowded, Michelle. It is fairly popular. It's been popular for a while, but you know, we got crowds on. Definitely got crowds on here today. J and E, welcome, J.E. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Ooh, God damn. Did you guys hear the wind from that sports car? Jesus fucking Christ. You know what's so sad is, like, since I've been riding a bike here in New York City since the 90s, I could tell how fast cars are going by, like, the swoosh of their tires or, like, the wind wake they create. He was going at least 60, 70 miles an hour. Good to see you, Hank. Welcome. Good to see you, Din Din. I mean, I gotta go see I think I am. Don Tito, yeah. I mean, me and the Duchess are big Lady Gaga fans. And I heard some of the tracks inspired by the movie, and we are very intrigued. We are very intrigued by the movie, so we're probably going to go see it. Absolutely, Michelle. Yeah, he was a blur, right, Figments? He fucking went fast, man. Anyway. But yeah, looking very much forward to the new movie. Maxime, good to see you. Mom loves Gaga, yeah, looks great. Yeah, probably, Neil. I would say I'm like probably 10% of actual New Yorkers on the bridge. I will give anything for it to be like in the 90s when nobody used to come up here. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Welcome. Yeah, we haven't walked across the bridge in a hot minute, so I figure we do it because I got to go to the Target in downtown Brooklyn. I got to pick up something. But Gaga is the best. Yeah. But yeah, listen to some of the tracks. What was it? Last Friday, Lady Gaga released some of her tracks from her Harlequin album up on YouTube, up right here on YouTube. So I listened to a bunch of the tracks. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. Carlin Williamson, good to see you. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome. I hear bicycles. Good to see you, John Lore. Welcome. And Mary Lily with a $10 super chat. Mary Lily, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. with a big $10 super chat. And Mary Lily just bought my Express Bus and Metro card ride home today. So thank you so much, Mary Lily, for helping me afford to live in the city. And thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much, much, much appreciated. And again, thank you so much for being a channel member. Thank you so much to all the channel members for your continued support. Because sometimes it's not the easiest to do this, especially when you're tired. Good to see you, Sally Sipico. Welcome. Still remembering watching the clip of Lady Gaga, the old version of YouTube. Yeah, remember that? Oh my God. I'm still upset I wasn't able to catch Lady Gaga do her closing residency at the Roseland Ballroom, one of my favorite venues in all of New York City. Or my favorite venue, not one of my favorite. My favorite venue in New York City was the Roseland Ballroom. It doesn't exist anymore. Lady Gaga was the last person to perform there. So I'm a little upset I missed that. But look at this beautiful Brooklyn Bridge, the 141-year-old Brooklyn Bridge, right here. I like the fact that the photographer guys are up here on the bridge. You know, I have to say, out of all the people who do the hustle in the streets, I have to give lots of props and respect to the people who come out here and take pictures with their DSLRs and then they airdrop the pictures to you. That is a cool service. I recommend it because a lot of these guys are fantastic photographers. And listen, you can't go wrong. You get a quality, high-end photo right here. It's pretty cool. MK's checking on in from Greece. Yasu, Greece. Yasu. Good to see you, MK. Hope you're doing well. As Murphy's Law dictates, everybody has to stand in the narrowest spot. Don Tito Raul, I will show you the Statue of Liberty when we get to the center span of the bridge. We will see the Statue of Liberty. Yes, indeed, Pharaoh. Sorry about that. Excuse me, please, guys. Just passed a bunch of stunads just now. Yeah, they edit them up a little bit, Din Din. A lot of the time they use really nice lenses. So you're paying for like a really nice, proper photo. And the Duchess actually got some photos from a photographer. The last time we did like a kind of a photo thing in Times Square, we just kind of did it. The Duchess was all dressed up for the holidays. And we got some fantastic pictures in the middle of Times Square. It was great. Yeah, it's a job that takes skill. Exactly, Julie. Exactly. And you know what? The thing I like about that hustle is they're not exploiting anybody. They're not taking up space on the roadway. You know what I mean? They're not like making garbage. They're just taking pictures. Look at that view. Look at that. My beautiful Brooklyn Bridge. The bridge is 141 years old, Farah. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge, and we got the graphic for Nabul. Here is the Brooklyn Bridge in numbers. Right there. Took 14 long years to build the bridge between 1869 and 1883. Years during which Thomas Edison invents the light bulb and the phonograph. Alexander Graham Bell invents the telephone. The buffalo were killed off the Great Plains. The catcher's mask and curveball were introduced to the game of baseball. In Washington, President Chester A. Arthur installs plumbing in the White House. And in Europe, Picasso and Einstein are born. Just some of the things that were happening in the world while we were building the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody is doing well on this wonderful Wednesday. Coming up is this is the original dedication plaque to the bridge. So this was unveiled on opening day in 1883. This is the original dedication plaque, and then this is the reconstruction plaque from 1954. Love that Brooklyn skyline. What a difference 20 years makes, right? John, do you remember the video? There was a video about the new zoning for the Atlantic Yards project, and it was narrated. Picard. What's Jean-Luc Picard's actual name? Anyway, that actor, he narrates how the Brooklyn skyline is gonna evolve, and it's prophetic because everything that he said in that video way back in 2005 actually came true. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so far no vendors. And Bagels and Walks is hanging on out with us. Everyone checking out Bagels and Walks. A fantastic live streamer from the Upper East Side. I hope Baby Bagel and Mama Bagel are doing well. Sean, good to see ya. Patrick Stewart, thank you so much. Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart narrated this video about the rezoning of the Atlantic Yards corridor. And you see all these new tall buildings come up. And back then they projected the Brooklyn Tower to only be like 80 stories. I know, right? Isn't it funny? Anyway. When we get to the center span of the bridge, we'll get views of Lower Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan, Statue of Liberty, New York Harbor. Ibrahim, merhaba. Good to see you. It's kind of crazy where we're walking right now is in the exact same spot as opening day of the Brooklyn Bridge, May 24th, 1883. This promenade has never moved from its location. Actually, right here, we're about to pass the last parallel wire here. Right here, this is where a young Frank Sinatra sings the song Brooklyn Bridge in the movie It Happened in Brooklyn. Literally right here. Literally, he holds on to that cable right there. And now you got to watch the movie. It Happened in Brooklyn, everybody. A great movie starring a young Frank Sinatra and Jimmy Durante. Shar, you know what it is, Shar? I go into tour guide mode, and everybody want to hear. Everybody want to hear. Old Blue Eyes himself, Frankie! Frankie! I tell you, if you want a feel-good movie, please do me a favor. It Happened in Brooklyn. It is available for streaming for free in a lot of places. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I could watch that movie every day. Never gets boring. As the great John McCullough said about the Brooklyn Bridge, everyone should walk it. It's like walking on the rim of the Grand Canyon. And the fact that it's a human-made structure makes it all the better.
Hello, guys.
Good to see you, Timbo. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Tim. You're more than welcome, Farah. One day you'll be up here on the Brooklyn Bridge. All right, we're almost to the expansion joint. And we're doing good on the signal. You love the Looney Tunes when they sang Sinatra. Remember that one, John? There it is. Thank you so much, Neil. Neil just found the clip of Frank Sinatra singing the Brooklyn Bridge song on the Brooklyn Bridge from the 1947 movie, It Happened in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, 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 Brooklyn. All of that down there, Brooklyn. Good to see you, Will. Driving the Northern Line. Welcome. All right, we've made it. The expansion joint to the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the very center of the bridge right here. You can see all the oil on the expansion. This moves around quite a bit. So John Roebling over-engineered the bridge 6 times, so the bridge can move around quite a bit. But they're always oiling this uptown. We can see everything from here, ladies and gentlemen. Statue of Liberty is right down there. Let's zoom in on it. Let's zoom in on it. Look at that. Her official name is Liberty Enlightening the World. The Statue of Liberty. The 7 points in her crown are for the 7 seas and 7 continents of the world. You get 2 pennies together, and that is how thick her skin is. It was created by Frederic Auguste Berthollet. And her skeleton was made by Gustave Eiffel of Eiffel Tower fame, standing at 351 feet 1 inch. It's a big Masonic symbol to the number 7. Hold your torch up high, Miss Liberty, if you love the weather, and I think she does. Of course, as we look towards the west, you get your beautiful One World Trade Center. Look how great it looks in the clouds with the sunshine there. It looks absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. I never get tired of seeing this, Michelle. I never get tired of seeing this. I saw it this morning, and now I'm seeing it again. I'm going to see it again tomorrow morning. Wilbs, we were just talking about that. Unfortunately, the Dollar Water guy is not around. He hasn't been back ever since they cleared out all the vendors from the bridge. I did see an article where I think I saw him, Mr. Rahman. His name is Rahman, and I'm pretty sure he's now stationed up in Lincoln Center. So I got to go up to Lincoln Center and look for our Dollar Water guy, because I really missed the guy. He's a really hard-working, beautiful human being, so I really hope to run into him soon. But Dirty Jersey, lots of tourists indeed. Let's get another wallpaper shot for you guys. Let's look up towards Midtown. Let's look up towards Midtown and get you some Midtown views. There it is. All your favorite skyscrapers are in that shot. You got your Empire State Building, you got your Chrysler Building, 432 Park Avenue. You got One Vanderbilt. You have the narrowest skyscraper in the world, 111 West 57th Street. You also have 432 Park Avenue. You have the new the Bank of Chase Manhattan Towers, that big black building right there. It's huge. Wow. But the bridge is fantastic with the bicycles separated, no vendors. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing time. It's so much more pleasant now to walk across the bridge. It's not like a rat race like it used to be. So, but look at that view right there, the great skyscrapers. And then we're looking where we ended the live stream yesterday. We could see Hudson Yards from here. We're looking straight towards the Duck, everyone. 30 Hudson Yards, right over there. Isn't that a great clip, Janine Rocks? Good to see you. My favorite movie. It happened in Brooklyn. All your favorite skyscrapers right over there. Looks like Midtown is in a little bit of sunshine right now. You can't go wrong. 152 people watching and only 112 likes. Can we get to 150 likes? That would be fantastic. We're going to see some cool stuff today. I'm going to show you guys some Halloween decorations in Brooklyn Heights. Park Avenue is amazing. It's pretty tall. It has topped out, Derek. Yeah, it has topped out. It's what, 270 Park Avenue? The new headquarters of Chase Manhattan Bank. I'm pretty sure it has topped out. Look how big that building's just massive, though. It's just massive. You love the Manhattan Bridge view? Oh, absolutely, Wilbs. Absolutely, Wilbs. I agree. In that shot there, starting from the left, 111 West 57th Street, the narrowest skyscraper in the world. And then you have that kind of silver and white building, kind of almost a little bit of an angled exterior there as it rises to the top, to that white or silver spire at the top. That is the Summit, One Vanderbilt. Then right there in the middle of this shot, you got that wide black building that has the 2 setbacks there. That is 270 Park Avenue, the new headquarters of the Chase Manhattan Bank. Then you have that boring-ass white rectangle. That's 432 Park Avenue. And just to the right-hand side of 432 Park Avenue is one of my favorite skyscrapers, the Chrysler Building. That's the building with the silver needle on top. Good afternoon, JC Droid. Welcome. As we have the helicopters flying over us. Good to see you, Arjun Lawaha. Welcome. If you don't want to be a stunad, hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Chase building is just massive. It definitely changes the skyline. As a lifelong New Yorker, I'm kind of amazed how much I've seen the skyline evolve in my lifetime. You know, I've only been on this earth about 40 years. So I'm very humbled to see the skyline progress the way it has. But yeah, so many new buildings, right? Yeah, Wilbs, you gotta come back, Wilbs. You gotta come back. Oh, your bus ride was crowded, so I'm making your date today, Arjan? Awesome. Hope you don't work too hard, Arjan. Hope you don't work too hard. But let's continue on. Keep the likes coming. Let's get to 150, at least 150 likes. Awesome, awesome light of wisdom, awesome. I know, yeah, John, you saw the Twin Towers go up. My mom too, when the Twin Towers were going up. She actually worked downtown on William Street. Yeah, 2018, it has been too long. But come on back, Wilbs. I would love to meet you. I'd love to show you around. We'll have a good laugh. It's a shame the Coney Island Brewery closed. We do got the Sandbar, but that's not the same as the brewery. Or maybe we'll go into Williamsburg and go to the Brooklyn Brewery. Or maybe we'll go to the one underneath the Gowanus Canal over there. We'll go to the other half brewery. Get a nice beer buzz going. Yeah, the Coney Island Brewery closed last November, unfortunately. Yes, you did just see a bike. You're not supposed to ride a bike up here. Our warning. Yeah, plenty of places to drink. That's what makes New York so great. Yeah, we'll have all the pints, right? Hells yeah. Yeah, we gotta get into the brewery, Derek. Come on. All right, we got a little bit of a signal issue at the moment, so hopefully we'll get our signal back here. Being a little bit fussy. Yay, there it is. There's always a little signal blip right there. But as we come into Brooklyn, coming up next is going to be the builder's plaque of the Brooklyn Bridge. You haven't rode the Wonder Wheel? What? You haven't rode the Wonder Wheel? Oh my God, you got to have to ride that Wonder Wheel, Wilbs. Dude, we got to do swinging cars. Me, you, and the rest of the family. Good to see you, NYC girl. Welcome. Only a few more weekends left to ride the Wonder Wheel. So me and the Duchess are gonna try to take advantage maybe this or next weekend. Yeah, it's always closed. Yeah. Gotta come out here on the right day. We gotta plan it out. We gotta plan it out. Yeah, how about the Cyclone? You ever ride the Cyclone? That's my couch. Oh, it's always been in March. Yeah, March is like the month that everything is closed. The only good thing about coming to New York City in March is that there's like no crowds. There's like no crowds in March. But everything is closed. So like the Cyclone will be closed, the Wonder Wheel would be closed. Coney Island doesn't open up until Palm Sunday weekend in April. So Wilbs, you gotta have to ride that Cyclone. Oh, I'm happy to see people actually reading the builder's plaque. We'll let them have a moment here while we take a look. You swim in the sea in Coney, though. I wish you would have came out for a polar bear swim, Wilbs. Without these three people, we would not have our Brooklyn Bridge. The designer of the Brooklyn Bridge, John Augustus Roebling, he dies 2 weeks into construction. And then 2 years into construction, Colonel Washington Roebling, who takes over for his father, he comes down with the Benz. Who really builds the Brooklyn Bridge? The great Miss Emily Warren Roebling. Emily Warren Roebling right there. She is the one who really completes the bridge. So we always have to remember, In the grand scheme of things on this planet Earth, on the back of every great work, we can find the self-sacrificing devotion of a woman, the great Emily Warren Roebling, right there. But good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. We're going to make it happen, Wilbs. Wilbs are going to make it happen. Those are three people who I would love to have a discussion with. I would give anything to talk to Miss Emily Warren Roebling, John Roebling, and the son Washington. I would give anything to meet those people. There's always a few New Yorkers who I would love to meet, and they're definitely on my list. You know, when they were building the Brooklyn Bridge, people were very skeptical about the strength of a pencil-thin cable. So we enter Mr. Frank Farrington right here. When they led over the first cable, what he did was he got a hook and he slid across the hook for like a whole afternoon in August of 1876. And like 30,000 people saw him do this stunt. And he had to be led away by the police because everyone wanted to shake his hand and pat him on the back. But people were enthralled by that. And I would give anything. I would give anything to see that. But the bridge is looking clean. It's looking great. Only 2 vendors so far on the bridge. A lot of locks. They got to come up here and do the locks. You know, he was a brave man, NYC girl, but he was also a bit of a showman. He knew how strong these cables were. Look, I could actually move this a little bit. I could actually move this just a little bit. But I mean, you have these cables here. This bridge is crazy over-engineered. It's over-engineered to a factor of 6. Most modern bridges are only over-engineered to a factor of 3 to 4. So this thing is built to last. When they first proposed this design of the Brooklyn Bridge, it was a rather expensive design, and people were very skeptical. Like, why do we need to spend this much money on the bridge? And John Roebling said, and I quote, "With proper maintenance, this bridge can easily last 1,000 years." And I think he's right. I think he's right. I think this bridge is going to just outlive all of us as we take a leg over the bridge. I have a feeling when we get to the stairway here, it's going to be crowded. It's nice to see people walking all the way across the bridge, though. If you ever come to New York, walk all the way across the bridge. Don't just go halfway and turn around. Walk all the way across the bridge. You have to get the full feeling of it. But you give ancient life to New York City. There it goes. Gives ancient life to New York City. You know, when John Roebling designed the bridge, he saw this as purely a mathematical problem. But he also wanted it to be beautiful. Okay, how are we supposed to pass here? Excuse me, sorry, man. I almost fucking lost it on that tourist. They take up the whole pathway and he still walks backwards, not paying attention. I almost lost it on that guy. Good to see you, Dream William. I'm doing great. The energy here in the city is a lot better than yesterday. So it feels good. Good energy in the city. Good vibes. I'm digging it. Yeah, but that was like literally like a whole crowd of people just taking up the bridge there. Yeah, no, you can't. You gotta do that. You gotta do that picture at like 6 in the morning, man. You can't take that picture now. Oh, look, we got cops. Got cops actually on the bridge here. No doubt they're gonna pick up literally the 2 or 3 vendors that are on here. Oh, really, John? John, are they gonna be open tomorrow? I'm thinking about going over there tomorrow. Maybe I'll go over to the Elizabeth Street Garden tomorrow. I was planning on going there today, but I gotta go to the Target in downtown Brooklyn, so you just read it? Oh, that's so sad. We'll go to the Elizabeth Street Garden tomorrow. I'm gonna be going over in that direction tomorrow. That's a shame. That is really disappointing. You know, I don't know what the hell they're going to fit in there, but whatever. Yeah, don't climb the bridge. Don't graffiti the bridge. Don't leave stickers on the bridge. They have 14 days, but they have the lawyers working on it. Okay. Yeah, no, Farah. Yeah, the bridge always has a certain vibe. Yeah, I hope they would reconsider that too. You never know. I mean, if the lawyers could get in there and really do the work, they could still save it. But, you know, real estate interest here in New York City, you know, the whole city revolves around politics and around, you know, real estate. So unfortunately, you know, everything always bows to the real estate interests. They shouldn't be up here riding bikes. Why are they up here riding bikes if there's nothing wrong? Anyway, good to see you, Robert's live streaming Holland. Welcome. Exactly, JC. Exactly. As we're now officially in Brooklyn. There's always one on the bike, yeah. Let's get our last views here of our bridge. There it is, everybody. I think the police saw them walking the bikes. So, I think the police saw them walking the bikes. So if they're walking the bikes, the police can't really do anything. They got to see them actually riding the bike, which is annoying. And they're probably going to be dumb enough. I have a feeling they're going to be dumb enough to take the bikes down the stairs on the other side of the bridge. Isn't that stunning? I'm telling you, going over this bridge, it never gets old. It really doesn't. Even with all the crowds and all the stunades on the bridge, it never gets old. It's always an exciting trip over the bridge. It's inspiring. To think that humans conceived and built this thing. Humans like you and me. Of course I do, Farah, yes. Yeah, Julie, I love the story of the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, it's just, there's so many stories. I mean, there's bad wire in the main cables. They paraded those elephants over the bridge. You know, it's just like, there's so many aspects to this bridge that we could focus on. That's what makes it amazing. Oh, I appreciate that, Lisa. I appreciate that. I have a feeling those two ladies actually took their city bikes down the stairs. They did. Oh my God, please do, Wills. Please do. Welcome to Brooklyn, everybody. We are officially now in the County of Kings. Yeah, I want to do Tower Bridge. I want to live stream in London so bad. Once I'm able to get out there, believe me. You get emotional walking, at times, walking towards the city, not seeing the Twin Towers. Yeah. I appreciate that, Timbo. Yeah, Dream Villain. A little sad about the Twin Towers. All right, but now we are going 2 weeks after the bridge opens up. The bridge has its first major tragedy. It's a beautiful spring day. Everybody is walking on the bridge. Somebody screams out. Everyone assumes like a cable on the bridge snaps. It causes a massive panic, and 12 people die in the stairway we're about to walk down right now. Yeah, Tower Bridge is quite a bit shorter. Yes, and I gotta come over. Wilbs, we will come over. One of these days, we're all gonna make it over there. I can't wait. No, Lisa, I want to live stream. I've been to London before, but I was only in London for about 10 hours. When I went to the Netherlands, I had a really long layover and actually had to switch airports. I had to go from Heathrow to Gatwick, or Gatwick to Heathrow, one of those ways. It was 20 years ago, and I rode a bike around, and then I went to the other airport and flew into Amsterdam. So, yeah, I rode a Barclays bike, or a Boris bike, whatever y'all call them. But it was fun. I realized it was a little bit dangerous to do that, but I did it. I survived. Anyway, we're on Washington Street now. And right down the way is the Office of Emergency Management. This is the new Office of Emergency Management. This is the new location after the original location at number 7 World Trade Center was destroyed 23 years ago. These two ladies paid to walk their bikes over the bridge, walk them down the stairs, and now they're locking them up. How fucking stupid is that? That's like $30. Anyway, you wouldn't even do that in London? Yeah, Deb could give me a tour. Exactly, Brian. Deb would show me the real London. Wilbs will show me the real London. That's what I want to see. Yes, indeed, Tim. Tim, I would love to meet, I don't know if you guys watch, I don't know if he's been on recently, the Lad Mob, Foss, out there in London. I don't know if he's been on live stream for a while. I haven't got his notifications in a while. But I would like to meet Foss and all you beautiful people out there in London. And I want to go all over. You take me on a free Ripper tour? That sounds like fun, Wilbs. That sounds like fun. I want to see the real London, damn it. I want to see the real London. All right, so now we're in Cadman Plaza, and we're gonna make our way over to Brooklyn Heights, which is just down the street here. Oh, there you go. Lad Mob has been traveling in the Far East. He posted. Oh, he's still posting videos. Okay, thank you so much, Leonard. Leonard, I haven't been getting his notifications, so I'm gonna check that out. I didn't even know he was traveling. That's so cool. Underground cab ride on the Northern Line. Hells yeah. I am down with that. All right, this guy is so enthralled by the gimbal, he doesn't realize that it's been his green light. Neboul, bienvenue! Everybody check out Neboul's channel, a fantastic live stream from the south of France. See what it's like on the Bay of Saint-Tropez with Neboul. Good to see you, Neboul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're making our way into Brooklyn Heights for a little bit because there's some Halloween decorations over in Brooklyn Heights that I want to show you guys. This is Cadman Plaza West. And this turns into Old Fulton Street when you go down that way. Fulton Ferry Landing is at the bottom of the hill over there. We're not going to go that way today, because we're going to go right into Brooklyn Heights, and then kind of go down, and then walk the promenade, and then make our way to downtown Brooklyn. I got to go shopping. I got to pick up something for the Duchess. I got to pick up a little something for the Duchess. Yeah, Neboul, yeah, no notifications. You know, I haven't got notifications for Foss in a long time. So, I didn't even know he was traveling in the Far East. I gotta check out the Lad Mob's channel, see what he's up to. Notifications are so weird on this thing. Especially when you use like Prism Live and stuff like that. I know it's like funny with that. We're walking down Medak Street, and Medak Street, or Afternoon Street, this street was laid out by the Dutch in 1632. It's literally one of the oldest streets in all of New York City. Already almost 3 o'clock. 10 to 3. Here in New York at the moment. Oh, I guess school just let out too. Of course, this is engine 205, hook and ladder 118. These guys lost a lot of people on September 11, 2001. This is the firehouse where you had the two shifts. You had the overnight shift and the morning shift. Both go over Brooklyn Bridge to help facilitate what was going on downtown. Only one fireman returns back alive. Good to see you, Janine Rocks, out there in Long Island. We have a townhouse for sale. If any of y'all want to find out how much it costs, 57 Midach Street. I would love to know how much that house costs. Maybe 16 million? Who knows? 57 Midach Street. And I'm pronouncing it correctly, the Dutch pronunciation. Most of us Brooklynites call it Maga Street. But I like to call it by its correct name for all you Dutch people, Midach Street. But now we're coming up to Hicks Street. And Hicks Street is where the BQE originally was supposed to run along. And I was 8.45, so $8.5 million. Thank you so much, Neil. $8.5 million for that house here on Midach Street. And let me show you the spelling of it. Right, let's all go in on it together. In a perfect world, it has 7 bathrooms, sorry, 8 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. Wow, it's 4,890 square feet of space. Wow, that's a big house. But there it is, Middag Street. Now Dutch people spell it M-I-D-D-A-G. We add the H because, you know, we're in Brooklyn. So, but Middag Street, or Afternoon Street, everybody. Of course, there was a woman around here who lived in this area, and her name was spelled like that, so. Wow, so almost $9 million, $8.5 million. And that house could be yours. The house was built like what, 1842, 1845? We're in one of the best neighborhoods in all of New York. Probably midday, yeah, probably midday. Yeah, Afternoon Street. Why Afternoon Street? The Dutch laid out this street, so this street corresponds with the street they laid out in 1632, so I don't know why they called it Afternoon Street, to be honest, but there you go. Built in 1834. I was close. I was off by 10 years. 1834, that house was built. That's pretty cool. Anymore. Believe me, if I hit the Mega Millions, I would buy that. All right, we're on Willow Street now. Oh, God damn it with the connection. I don't know why we're messing around with the connection here now. But we have some Halloween decorations over here. Everyone got pumpkins out already. But look at this. Look at these decorations. Yeah. I love the legs coming out of the pot. That is a cool house. That's like Kasama pumpkins. Isn't that cool, Darlene? This is Willow Street here. Willow Street, a lot of famous people live along Willow Street here. Right here on the corner, this is the house used in the movie Moonstruck. This house was built in 1833, and today it's home to comedian Amy Schumer. Let's knock on her door and see if she's home. Amy! Amy! Come say hi on the live stream, Amy. Come say hi. Yeah, remember all the Halloween? There were a lot more Halloween decorations out here last year, but it is still early in the month, so hopefully we'll see some more decorations come out soon. Boy, we're really struggling with the signal today. I don't know, what's up with the signal today? Here in Brooklyn Heights. Get him. Get him. There we go. Signal minimums. It's hard to imagine we're just a 10-minute subway ride to Lower Manhattan. Everyone's walking their dogs right now. Everybody walking their dogs. All right. Now we're coming up to a very important house. Good to see you, James. Welcome. Coming up, we have a beautiful house built in the 1840s. Beautiful house that was built in the 1840s. Number 70 Willow Street coming up. The home of author Truman Capote. Truman Capote wrote 2 books in this house. In Cold Blood and Breakfast at Tiffany's was written right here at number 70 Willow Street, right here. How cool is that? Of course, we have more modern famous people living in there at the moment. One of the head founders and head programmers and founders of Rockstar Games currently lives in there. So if you ever played the game Grand Theft Auto, you have helped pay for that house. Rouge Jones, good to see you, sir. Welcome. Let's make our way out onto the promenade here. Get some beautiful city views in before we make our way to downtown Brooklyn. "13 Pineapple Street" right here, one of the oldest homes in all of New York City, built in the 1820s. It's a single residence, number 13 Pineapple. Sal Muscles. Good to see you, Sal. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Keep on hitting that like button. Can we get to 200 likes? That'll be fantastic. There's 217 of you guys watching. So 200 likes will be appropriate. Keep on hitting that like button, everyone. It'd be much appreciated. Coming out onto the Brooklyn Heights promenade. I literally feel like I was just here because I was. Thank you so much, James, for adding a like. See, we scare away like 15 people. I know there's like 20 people who watch me on like the regular, and like I guess they feel subconscious whenever I ask for likes. So they'll tune out for a few minutes and they'll tune back in. Anyway. In all of New York City. You come straight out. Oh, we got a big tour group down there. Look at this view. Wow. If this, if the clouds stay like this, we're going to get a nice sunset. Okay, thank you, sir. Wow. Not very kind. Just he had to walk between me and the bench. And he stares at people. Isn't that nice? Good. Fucking hell. Anyway. Down below is Brooklyn Bridge Park. And we can see everything from here. You get your Brooklyn Bridge right over there. Midtown Manhattan right up there. Lower Manhattan right over here. New York Harbor. Statue of Liberty right over there. Governor's Island in the middle of the harbor right over there. And beneath us, of course, the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. We are walking along the triple cantilever, ladies and gentlemen. The triple cantilever is 3 decks bolted into the side of the Heights of Brooklyn Heights. The structure was completed in 1955. And in 1961, this won the Grand National Award, also known as the General Motors Better Highways Award. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, Donald. Appreciate it. Beautiful view, one of the best views in the whole city. I think it's worth 200 likes. We had 232 for like a moment there. What's going on? Anyway. Nice, you're ad-free. Shout out to everyone who watches me on YouTube Premium, even if you're not subscribed, even if you're not a member of the channel. I get pennies for that. So the longer you watch, the more money I get. So shout out to everyone who watches on YouTube Premium. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It is much appreciated. But yeah, the longer you watch on YouTube Premium, the more pennies I get from that. So thank you guys. And as more people subscribe to the channel, the more I get from that. So I appreciate it, guys. And if you also super chat or are a channel member and you have YouTube Premium, I get a couple of extra more pennies for that too. So it all adds up in the end. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Oh, a helicopter just took off. Helicopter's taking off. So flies over New York Harbor. We got a helicopter coming in for a landing. So let's follow this guy coming in for a landing here. Let's follow this guy coming for a landing. Oh, really? You're supposed to fly on a Piper PA-38 Tomahawk in a week? Really, Nibble? You better live stream that. Or at least not live stream it, but make a pre-record video. That sounds so cool, Nibble. Enjoy it. Hope you have a fun ride. Robert, you got YouTube Premium? Awesome. Thank you so much for watching me on your YouTube Premium. And Louise Poppy has joined us. Everybody check out Louise Poppy, a fantastic live streamer from New Zealand. See what it's like on the other side of the earth with Louise Poppy. Kia ora, Louise. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for waking on up with me. Or is it nighttime over there, actually? Is it nighttime where you're watching? Good to see you, Louise. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. But Derek Ferry with a 10-pound super chat. Derek! Thank you so much for the very generous 10-pound super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's 5-pound club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 10-pound super chat. And Derek, I will get a beer, sir. I will get a beer with that. I salute you too, sir. Thank you so much, Derek, for sponsoring today's live stream with a very generous 10-pound super chat. I will get a beer for you, Derek. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate that very much. 8 a.m. on Thursday, so good morning, Louise. Thanks for waking up with me on Thursday. 8 a.m. on Thursday. Shit, I'm already coming into work at that time. I'm late for work. That blows my mind. 8 o'clock, wow, 8 o'clock Thursday, I'm on the express bus just getting into town. So, wow, that's wild. So thanks for waking on up with me, Lara Louise. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow. Back at it again tomorrow. Doing it again tomorrow. I'll make it. Yeah, I think I'll make it. Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying not to fall asleep on the express bus. Greatest skyline in the world, right there, the New York City skyline. Greatest skyline in the world. Yeah, I'm playing hooky. 8 o'clock in the evening in the United Kingdom. There you go. So it's 8 o'clock in the evening in the United Kingdom, 8 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand. It's crazy. Wow, time, people. Yeah, right, 8 a.m. Gonna be late yourself. I know, right, Nibble? I tell you, this morning I did not want to wake up. The Duchess was so comfortable, so nice and cuddly and warm. I did not want to leave the house. I'm telling you, it's the hardest thing sometimes, getting up in the morning and leaving a nice warm bed and Oh man, it sucks, man. But you know what? We got to get that rent paid, right? I got to entertain you guys. We got to make it happen, baby. It's New York. We got to make it happen. And even though it's a cloudy day, it's still a pretty day here in New York. I mean, that sun's trying to come out. All day that sun's been trying to come out. And it just can't make it. All day today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a little bit more sun. And also hopefully tomorrow I won't get caramel in my goddamn coffee. But thanks to Dunkin' Rewards, they gave me 500 points. I could get a free coffee tomorrow, if not later on today, which I'll probably do get it later on today. Your husband works the late shift, so he's gonna, yeah, I feel you, darling. I used to work overnights myself. I would have to go to bed at like 9 in the morning. It was so weird. I was like, I go to bed at 9, take a little nap, and then I'll get up at like 3, 4. But yeah, the hardest part, right, Jay? Especially when the bed's like really comfy and nice and warm, but this morning was like, I didn't want to leave this morning. I wanted to just stay in bed. Anyway, let's start making our way over to the Target at Atlantic Terminal. We're going to the Atlantic Yards project, everybody. Shout out to Forest City Ratner. Yeah, it's nice knowing you don't have to get up. I know, right? Isn't it nice knowing you don't have to get up and out of bed? And tomorrow I'm supposed to have off. They got me working last minute. So I was supposed to be off tomorrow, but all of a sudden now I'm working tomorrow, so I better get to bed early today. Okay, we're gonna walk down Pierpont Street. And we'll take this to Brooklyn City Hall. Hell yeah. It's tough getting up in the morning. But we gotta make it happen, right, guys? We gotta make it happen. Look at this beautiful street here, Brooklyn Heights. Yeah, you hate waking up early in the morning? Yeah, me too. When I gotta work, I get up at 6:15. So my day begins at 6:15 and I'm in the city by like 8:30. Get my breakfast, kind of ease into the day. Because then I gotta start performing at like 9:30. Yeah, street's beautiful, right, Judy? Good to see you, Judy. It is gorgeous, right? This is Brooklyn Heights. This is like one of the best neighborhoods in the whole city. And you get to see how much Brooklyn changes as we make our way to the Atlantic Terminal. This is Hicks Street. We're walking east on Pierpont. To think they wanted to put a 6-lane highway right here. Can you imagine? This whole neighborhood would have been destroyed by that. Right? Beautiful homes, beautiful apartment buildings. Oh, don't remind me, Jay. Yeah, when we fall back, I hate when that happens. JJPIV, welcome. Good to see you, Marty. Welcome. This area has been unaffordable for a while. I think it's always been unaffordable, Cliff. It's always been a, high-end working class neighborhood. Now it's just pure luxury. What's his name? He was a writer who dated Marilyn Monroe. He used to live out here with Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe loved Brooklyn. Marilyn Monroe loved Brooklyn. Arthur Miller. When she lived out here with Arthur Miller, that was probably the last time it was kind of affordable. Good to see you, Yulia. Welcome. Wow. Wow, whatever they're smoking smells good. Smells nice. A nice smell to that. A nice flower to that. Yeah, streets are spotless. Yeah, she loved Brooklyn. Brooklyn was one of the few places that she could walk outside and nobody would bother her. And, you know, she was really good at pretending that she wasn't herself. As the story goes, she used to like turn it on. She used to turn on Marilyn. So when she played the role, you knew it was her, but she also knew how to like hide in plain sight. And she could do that with ease here in Brooklyn. Okay, we're about to cross over Henry Street here. But she would go walk around, go to the store. She would go shopping, and I would get another like person who I would love to meet. I've always loved Marilyn Monroe, but I want to hang out with Marilyn, walk the streets of Brooklyn Heights here, go shopping in downtown Brooklyn. I would love to hang out with Marilyn for a day. Good to see you, John the Beagle Dad. Welcome. But when she lived here with Arthur Miller, you know, she loved it. She always thought that Brooklyn was one of the greatest places in the world because she could just be one of us. And that's why that's why a lot of celebrities live out here, is because they could just blend in and nobody's going to bother them. And to be honest, most New Yorkers, just in general, we kind of don't care about celebrity. We see them, we see them. If we don't, we don't. Yeah, John DiMaggio, yeah, he was the luckiest man in history to date Marilyn and married Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. I don't think they lived here, though. I think when she was with Joe DiMaggio, didn't they live in Manhattan at that point? Or I forgot where they lived. Yeah, nothing like Brooklyn, Jay. Coming up to the Brooklyn Center for Brooklyn History, formerly known as the Long Island Center of History. Here, there's a great building here, great architecture. You can really learn the Long Island Historical Society, the Brooklyn Historical Society, and now it's called the Brooklyn Center for Brooklyn History. There you go. Google says that Marilyn Monroe and Arthur Miller lived in a 224 square foot penthouse, really, on 57th Street in Sutton Place. I thought they lived out here in Brooklyn. Oh, wow, I was wrong all these years. Oh, they lived in Sutton Place? Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Leonard. I thought they lived here in Brooklyn. I thought they lived here in Brooklyn Heights. Okay, this bus is doing the crazy turn here. See, I learned something new today. Thank you so much, Leonard. I stand corrected. I always thought that they lived at... Oh, he's got to back up. He's got to back up. He's got to back up. Oh, man. How did he get a license if he can't do that turn? Like, legit. How did he get a license if he can't do that turn? That's not a hard turn to do. Anyway. Another day in Brooklyn, right, guys? I know there's no place I could live. There's no other place I could live in. Brooklyn has so many different landscapes to offer, so. Oh, okay, so she never lived in Brooklyn but had a desire to live here when she retired. Interesting, okay. I know she spent time out here, though. I know she spent some time. Maybe she was just visiting for a while. Yeah, exactly, Nibble. You just need a wide berth. Yeah, there you go. I thought she lived out here for a little bit, or maybe stayed out here for a little bit. if I wasn't mistaken. I mean, I watched a video, a film somewhere, where she talked about how it was to bring. She said she would just walk around. Oh, really? It says that she would just walk around Brooklyn. Interesting. Yeah, because we wouldn't bother her. That's the thing. We don't bother her. Good to see you there, Deb. Welcome. Out there in London. Welcome to Brooklyn. We're just wandering Brooklyn. We're just walking around Brooklyn today. Making my way over to the Atlantic Terminal. Gotta do some shopping over there at the Target. We're back on Cadman Plaza now, where all the courthouses are, and we're going to see Brooklyn City Hall in a moment once we cross the street. Wow, I would give anything just to walk around Brooklyn with Marilyn Monroe. Your source is the Brooklyn Magazine. Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that, Julie. I got to brush up my history there. I gotta brush up on my history, especially when it comes to Arthur Miller and Marilyn Monroe and all that stuff. And Brooklyn stuff. And Brooklyn stuff. One day, maybe they'll write a book about me and the Duchess one of these days. Somebody will write a book about me and her. The greatest love, everyone. The greatest love. Okay, can I cross here? Yes. So just a little bit further down, this becomes Court Street. And you can take this all the way down to Red Hook, Brooklyn. So that's where that road leads you, ultimately. In the 1950s, Miller lived at 155 Willow with a different wife. He moved out when he left his wife for Maryland. Interesting. So he moves to Sutton Place with Marilyn Monroe. Wow, okay. See, I always assumed he never left Brooklyn. Interesting. Sal Muscles, thank you so much for adding to the discussion there. This is really good. See, guys, I'm learning something. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. See, now I'm going to go home and really brush up on my history now. Well, but he lived at 155 Willow, so that means we kind of walked right past his house. I'm pretty sure 155 Willow doesn't exist anymore. That's now part of Cadman Plaza or something like that. Because Cadman Plaza was built, this was built in 1955. This was a part of a city renewal project. Then they built all these courthouses here, and the only thing pretty much left is Brooklyn City Hall, which is right over there. Today called Borough Hall, built in 1867. Beauty and the Beast, right, Jack? That's me and my wife, absolutely. You know, I gotta say, I gotta be honest, Jack. You just reminded me about something. The dirty looks I get from men sometimes when I'm holding the Duchess's hand, it really is hilarious. I get dirty looks sometimes. I get even from on-duty police officers. They'll give me just the dirtiest look, and it's bro, you're a cop. You have a pension, all right? You can hate on me all you want. You got a pension, bro. And don't get me started about the cop who hit on my wife the other day. Don't get me started about that. You know what I do? I give him a big smile. Julie, I give him a big smile, and I also sometimes I'm let's give him a show, and I'll make sure to kiss my wife, right in front. I'll make sure to give the Duchess a big kiss. Make sure I'd always tell the Duchess, I want to get the lipstick on me. If she's watching, I like the lipstick all over me, my love. I need to be tagged. Absolutely, Deb. Absolutely. Right? Perfect reaction. Yeah. Give her a big old kiss. Really give him something to be pissed off about, you know? So for all you guys out there, guess what? If I could get a beautiful woman, if Dutch Ross could get a beautiful woman in his life, you can too. Believe me, you can. Just be yourself. Be your true self. And they'll come to you. You won't have to go out and get to them. They'll come to you. Just telling you that right now, people. Good to see you, Investigator. Welcome. The best was the Las Vegas guy at the festival. Yeah, wasn't that funny there, Investigator? That guy was like crazy drunk though. The Vegas guy out there at the San Gennaro, he was like legit drunk. Close to home for you for many years, Cobble Hill, just right down yonder over there. Yeah. Good to see you there, Michelle, out there in Oregon. Welcome. I smell the burgers from the Shake Shack from here. I'm smelling the burgers from the Shake Shack. And they smell good. Yeah, I played along with them for a little bit, but you know. They see the Duchess coming down, and she was wearing that freaking amazing dress and everything. Oh my God, people. I'll tell you something, I hit the lottery and got struck by lightning about 12 times. Meeting the Duchess and getting together with the Duchess, and that's it. Like I said, maybe there'll be a book about us. Who knows? Maybe they'll write a book about us. Way better than a pension. I agree. Investigator, I agree. Investigator. Way better than a pension. Look at this brand new downtown Brooklyn skyline. How ridiculous is that? We've been together for many years now, Bill. Yeah, we've been together for a hot minute. We've been together for a while now, Bill. I don't want to get into exact particulars. But we've been together for quite some time now. We met on the 4th of July, I'll tell you that. We met on the Independence Day. We met on the 4th of July. But we've been together for quite some time now. And maybe one day they'll write a book about us. Maybe one day. We're going to go down Fulton Street here, the old Albee Square Mall. And I can tell by the way the planes are flying so low. They're doing runway 4 today. They're definitely doing runway 4 today. Jose Torres, Huepa, Puerto Rico, Buenvenido. Jose Torres. They still have this Christmas ad up here for the Brooklyn Tabernacle. Bro, this is like December 15th, 2023. This is still up. Holy shit. Yeah, all we need is a nice apartment that we can have a Chihuahua in, and we'll be set. I don't require much in this earth, you know? I'm not like Puff Daddy who just needs more and more and more and more and more. I'm not like that. I'm not about, me and the Duchess are not about, that's one thing about me and the Duchess. We're not about like material kind of stuff. We're about energy, giving each other our very best. So that's all we need. We need just a nice apartment with enough room for a Chihuahua or 2. That's all we need. That's all we need. If we could get a house, you know, we'll just fill it with Chihuahuas and start a small dog rescue group. And that's like the ultimate goals, you know? Imagine the YouTube videos you could make with a house full of small dogs. It will be the greatest. As we walk the old mall here, I still call this the Albee Square Mall. They got new benches out here. That's pretty nice. They got some new benches. I know, exactly, right, Deb? Deb, we'll get enough money, right? We'll be able just to sleep in every day, right? Have a little drink, you know? It's just... It's funny, like the humble people, you know, we kind of like... We got to bust our ass and work really hard, and then the people kind of are given everything, you know? I'm not saying that Puff Daddy didn't work too hard, you know? I know he busts his ass, but, you know, when you make a certain amount of money, you should be able just to relax and just enjoy it, for God's sake. Why do we need to just continue to, I don't know, I guess profit over people? I don't know. I know, let me tell you something. I've seen some people who I hang out with. I am surrounded by amazing people. Nebul, I'm blessed, Nebul. I'm blessed. I know, Derek. Me and the Duchess are very old school. They don't make them like us anymore, Derek. That's right. That's right, Margie. Good to see you, Margie. Yeah, that's true. The other people bust their ass. That's true. Biggie Smalls, may he rest, busted his ass. Rapping on the corner there for who knows how many years. And I mean, all of us who work hard, I mean, in the end, we all just want to have like a simple life. That's all we want, you know? We don't need much. We don't need much. the girl who just walked past me just said, I thought he was talking to himself. Yes, I'm crazy. I'm crazy talking to myself. How do I feel about the proposal to extend the Manhattan shoreline? That plan, Lisa, has been on the books since the 1920s. And, you know, I don't think it's going to happen because New York City is a tidal estuary. So, you know, when you start messing around with the shoreline to that extent, you're going to mess with the estuary, and the estuary is very, very delicate. So I don't think they're going to ever build it, to be honest. It's an interesting concept. It will change dramatically the look of New York City. But just look at how the west side of Manhattan looked before Battery Park City and after Battery Park City. Look at how the city changed with just that addition in the 1970s. It changes quite dramatically. So to extend the shoreline all the way out into the harbor and for it to encompass Governor's Island, I don't think it'll work out very well. Is Johnson & Johnson going bankrupt? No. We gotta navigate through this shit. You know, every time I keep on seeing this Jennifer Hudson ad, from far away it looks like a Grand Theft Auto ad. Like, are they playing Grand Theft Auto 6 on the bus there? Oh, downtown Brooklyn. The city, baby. Oh, that's good to see you there, CB Earth Day. Yeah, big up to the notorious B.I.G. You know, I gotta say, Biggie's raps, they stand the test of time. I hear some of this new rap coming out, and it's like it has no soul to it. It's all about consumption and vanity and shit. And Biggie actually, like, he spoke some truths that nobody really does that anymore. So his rhymes have definitely stood the test of time. I think like 30 years now, some of his raps have been going. Yeah, I know, the new rap's all about auto-tune and shit. It's like, what is this? Like Cher? Fucking Cher ruined that. Cher did that fucking auto-tune song. Ruined everybody. I've never been a fan of Kanye. Just full disclosure, never liked Kanye. I'm old school. Give me Old Dirty Bastard. Give me the Wu-Tang. Give me, you know what I mean, guys? Anyway, as we continue down the Fulton Street Mall. Oh, look at closed Models. There's a closed Models over there. Wow. That's wild. And then you get all those new buildings down the way. Yeah, well, you gotta add Tupac. Tupac rapped about like actual stuff. Right? That's right, Deb. That's right. Yeah, no, that Models is closed, Brian. That Models is closed. But the signage remains up. I know. Share with the auto-tune ruined it for everybody. Ruined the whole generation of people who sing. But like Tupac, he he rapped about stuff like it had meaning. It had meaning. And a lot of the new music today is all about vanity and showing off, and I can't stand it. Most new music is like all about vanity and posturing, and you know, it's like, who gives a shit about what you got? It's about what you have in your heart, you know, it's about what you have inside that means something. The hot dog king of Fulton Street, unfortunately, is no longer. A Pizza Supreme is coming. Okay, you do like T-Pain? But he could actually, Julie, if he sings without auto-tune. If T-Pain sings without auto-tune, then that's a good thing. Uh-oh, the tallest building in Brooklyn is coming into view. Behold, the Brooklyn Tower. The Brooklyn Tower, standing at 1,066 feet tall, Brooklyn's first super tall building. Brooklyn's first super tall building is roughly the same height as the Chrysler Building. And if anybody has an apartment they want to super chat me, please feel free to super chat me in an apartment in the Brooklyn Tower. Me and the Duchess will be glad to live with a couple of Chihuahuas in the Brooklyn Tower. There you go, Margie. There you go. I tell you, there's one store that has been here since I was a kid, and it's still here today. The Cookies is over there. Yeah, we're in downtown Brooklyn. Photos from around New York. We're in downtown Brooklyn. I'm making my way over to the what's it called there? Atlantic Terminal Target. But we're making our way down. We started at Cammon Plaza, and we're going all the way down. We're going to go all the way here, and then we're going to turn. And we're going to go like right down there. I tell you, they're building all these plazas and everything, and downtown Brooklyn has evolved so much in the last like 15 years. It's pretty wild. And I, for one, am proud and happy of it. As a lifelong Brooklynite, and I can't live anywhere else. I really can't. There's too much action here. There's too much energy that you really can't get anywhere else. I'm about to say, this is a bus-only street. I think I could cross. You know, I leave Brooklyn for vacations or anything like that, and after about 3-4 days, I'm like, I get that FOMO. I want to come back home. But I'm making my way over to the Atlantic Center, home of Forest City Ratner. With a little wig shop right next to the jewelry store. A little bit of everything. Whoa, they got a lot of yo. They got all the shoes.
See that guy?
Wow. No, Jay. Jay, you know how it is, Jay. You know how it is. Once you get Brooklyn in you, you can't get it out. And again, and I'll say this again, Brooklyn is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. When are you going to put something else in that Modell's? I have no idea, photos. That Modell's has been empty now for, what, 3 years? Maybe longer than that, actually. Maybe 5 years. That Modell's has been empty for a hot minute. My pizza recommendation? I mean, there's a lot of great pizzerias in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a big borough. But probably the most iconic pizza slice that you could get is, of course, from FOR Pizzeria. East 15th Street and Avenue J in Midwood, Brooklyn. But then like there's like a couple of, there's a nice pizza spot across the street from Barclays Center. I think it's called Patsy's. They're really good. I mean, there are a couple of great pizza places. Of course, L&B Spumoni Gardens in Gravesend, Coney Island area. You know, if you're in Bay Ridge, you got Nino's and Pizza Wagon, and I mean, you got options. Joe's Pizza or die. There you go, Shawnee. Anything planned on Sunday? You saw somebody going up to New York? I think I probably know. No, I don't. I don't know who's coming up to New York. Who's coming up to New York? What am I doing Sunday? I have no... Sunday, I might be going to Broadway. I might be going to a Broadway show on Sunday. Yeah, exactly. DeForest has another location in the food hall near Trader Joe's, but it is not the same. I agree. And they also have another spot in the South Street Seaport. So Nabul, who's coming up to New York? Mark, you didn't get the notification? I'm so sorry about that, Mark. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well up there, down there in Texarkana. An event on Sunday near me. Interesting. I don't know what's going on Sunday. You never been to Brooklyn? You're in Jersey. Only borough you want to... Oh, awesome. You're more than welcome, Margie. It's an event. Oh, maybe send that to me on Instagram, Nibble. I don't know what event you're talking about. There's so much shit going on right now that I don't know. I don't know what's coming up. I'm kind of trying to keep track of all the Halloween houses. Yeah, send me a message. Send me a message and we'll plan it out. Is something burning up there? Who is releasing that much fucking noxious gas? What the fuck? So now we're on Fulton Street. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Uh-oh. The bus is just gonna barrel through those high school kids. Oh my God. We're almost to the Brooklyn Academy of Music. It's a weird ad. Can't wait for Halloween. Yeah. We've already did some Halloween house tours a couple of days ago, but I want, wow, look at this old sign. Wow. Guys, look at this old sign here. This is old Brooklyn right here. We got this little 4-story walk up here, but look at this. Oh, way. Wow. He's pissed off. Anyway, look at this sign here, guys. Wow. Look at that. Holy cow. That is cool. New Fashion Trading Company. That's a pants shop. Wow, how old is that freaking sign? That sign is ancient. Wow, that's history right there. That really is. I would love to know the story of that place. I really want to know the story of that place now. I'm going to have to look it up when I get home. Wow. That sign is like from the 50s. That's like from the 50s. When it's on like that, the porcelain, the kind of porcelain tiles. Painted porcelain tiles. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. Yeah, I want to learn more about that store. See, these are the things I love about doing the live streams. You never know what you're going to see. You never know what you're going to come across. That's the traffic. It's all fucked up. This is the end of 3rd Avenue right here. 3rd Avenue right here. We walked 3rd Avenue, what was it, a few days ago. Somebody in the comments mentioned that Puff Daddy was moved to New Jersey. He is not moved to New Jersey yet. He'll be moved to New Jersey when the trial and everything kind of winds down. You know, I already forgot the name of the store, Judy. I think it was called New World. New World Trading Company. I already forgot the name of the store. Life comes at you fast here in Brooklyn, I have to say. No, Brian, I think it's a done deal, Brian. I think it's a done deal. But he has not been moved. Somebody in the comments says he's been moved to New Jersey. No. When everything calms down, then he'll be moved to New Jersey. But while the case is still in trial, he will remain at the Brooklyn MDC. I like when people see like one article online, they're like, he this now. It's like, slow down there, hardcore. Read the article. Don't just read the headline. There you go. New Fashion Trading Company. Thank you so much, Bill and Leonard Smith. New Fashion Trading Company. Couldn't find anything. Yeah. I might have to go into the archives. Justine, good to see you, Joss. Welcome. Just getting here to the Barclays Center now. Just getting back here to Barclays. The Williamsburg Savings Bank building is right there. Yeah, you gotta verify an article first, exactly. No, I think, you know what, Jay, you know what it is? We live in this day and age when like people just read the headline, they don't actually read the story. So, it is what it is. Ooh, Caesar's empanada truck is over there. They're really good. And that's our Apple store right across the street there. For all you OG Brooklynites, who remembers when this whole little block here was a garden nursery? You used to be able to buy plants right here. This little triangle is now a massive apartment building. But I remember when this little triangle here was a garden center, was a garden shop. Yeah, nobody verifying nothing, no. I could confirm that Caesar's empanadas are really freaking good. That is a, you know what, Brian? It does have a bathroom, but I haven't used it yet. I gotta test that theory, Brian. I usually use the bathroom here at the Atlantic Terminal. I'm gonna have to try out that Apple store. It might be a poop-approved bathroom. Yeah, right, Nibble? That's right, Nibble. That's right. Okay. We have made it, everybody. Let me go find a bench where I could break down the live stream. The hustle and the bustle of downtown Brooklyn. More than welcome there, NYC girl. It's been a fun one today. Nobody's letting the cop through. That's so funny. By the way, fun fact, this little intersection right here, this is called Times Square. There he goes, finally. Finally. Fucking hell. You gotta love it when nobody lets people drive through the red light there. But anyway, we have made it to the Barclays Center, home of the New York Knicks. New York Knicks. Home of the Brooklyn Nets. Home of the Brooklyn Liberty. There's a Liberty play here, right, guys? If I'm not mistaken. Good old Sirens, right, Jay? Good to see you, Robojacks, out there in London. I have made it to my ultimate destination, which is the Target. I gotta go pick up something for the Duchess now. And they have this stupid pickleball court still here. They take up the whole plaza here for nobody to use the pickleball. What the hell? Brooklynites all come together when they take away public space from us. I love it. Well, did you enjoy this nonsense? I hope you did. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name, @DutchMoz. And make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. You're more than welcome for the tour today. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. We'll be, I think we're going to stay in Manhattan tomorrow. And we'll go searching around. I think we'll go to the Elizabeth Street Garden and we'll check out what's going on over there and this, that, and the other. We got some cool art to see too. So from the Atlantic Center, or Atlantic Terminal Mall here in downtown Brooklyn, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Wait, you gotta pay to play City Pickle here? What the fuck? Anyway, have a fantastic Brooklyn day, whether you can afford to live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish those sweet moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for everyone who super chatted. I want to thank everyone who left PayPals. I want to thank everyone who hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you guys so much for all your support. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.